Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Adam. I'm with RecordKrate, and we're going to do another sell tonight. We're going to go through another tub of records. If you missed last night's sell, it was all about the post on Saturday on my Instagram and Facebook page. Had a big buyback. I think there were 6 large tubs. We went through a tub last night. We're going to go through a tub tonight, and we're going to make it happen. Hey, Taurus, how are you? Hey, Dan B. All right, folks, I got to get the what's it called, phone set up, and I'm going to approach it a little differently. Hey, Brett, and hopefully we can make it happen. First thing I need to do is go to my text, copy the link for StreamYard. And I need to go to Safari. I'll put the link in there. Paste, and now go. Hey, TC, how are you? Hey, Mr. Beetle Pro. Hello, Ron Beringer. How are you? How's everybody doing? Thanks so much for coming out tonight. Entering the studio. Okay, now I have to give permission for this camera to work. Okay, permission granted. Add to stream. And it works. And I really hope we don't get any feedback. Hey, Mark, good evening. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mark. All right, folks, we're going to make it happen. I'm going to do like I did last time, except for this time I'm going to draw 20 at a time, go through 20 at a time. Doing well, waiting for the rain. Where's this storm, Brett? Is it going to happen? Yeah. So I just want to confirm there's not any feedback. Would you let me know, people? Please let me know. I'm waiting for the rain to come. I'm waiting for the rain to come. Well, no feedback here. No feedback. Thank you. All right, folks, we'll go ahead and get going. What I'm going to do is show 20 records at a time. And if you see something you're interested in, just put it in the chat. Yesterday. Oh, boy. I don't know. TARDIS is driving me crazy. But here we go, folks. Let's make it happen. If you see something you're interested in, just put it in the chat. Wow. That is a big wow. Yippee-I-O. Well, hopefully everybody. Baseball. That's big. Hey, Doug, how are you? Doug, are you having rain? Doug, I think you probably have more rain than I do in a given year. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can make this bigger. I can't make it bigger. All right, here we go, folks. Crusaders, Rhapsody in Blues, In Tune, the Oscar Peterson Trio, David Sanborn, Straight to the Heart, Shadow Facts. Okay. Hey, Dan. So what I'm doing is Dan, do you follow me on Instagram? Had a buyback on Saturday. It was a van full of records. And so last night I just went through the crate, one of the tubs, and just showing. So if you're interested in one, just put it in the chat. I'll take it and inspect it and give a price based upon condition. Chris was here. He would say, living in the USA, Linda Ronstadt, roller skates. That's a 2-disc. How's your org? This time, the Gap Band 3. I'm thinking Keller or Killer? Chris is here. Chris says, ha ha ha, Linda on roller skates and tube socks. Oh, I love it. I love it, Chris. The Babies. George Benson. Kilfer. Shaka Khan. I feel for you. Another George Benson. In Flight. The Little Birds. Commodores. Best of Tom Scott. I like that image. Nico's in the window. Grover Washington Jr. with Wine Light. A tribute to the Dorseys. A little abstract. And, well, this one came from a library. How about that? You know it's near me. How's your org? Okay. Let's see if there's anybody. Okay. That's cool. We'll put this away. A tribute to the Dorseys. Absolutely. Where's Calvin? I thought I moved me over here. Ah, there I am. Dan, this is G plus at best. It's $1 to record, Dan, if you're interested. It's okay if you pass. But if you're interested in it, just put a tribute to the Dorseys, $1. And it's okay if you pass. Hey, Calvin, how are you? Alrighty. I'll put these away and I'll grab another 20. Well, we'll look at another 20. I'm waiting for the night to come. Somebody text me, but I can't look at my text right now. Oh, yes, I can. Somebody just texted me and they said, look what I found for you. 3 guesses, folks. What did they find for me? Oh, Dan would like this one. Well, it's right here. I thought you were telling me how to pronounce it. Is this Soul? Dan would like a tribute to the Dorseys for $1. So we've got 2 Dans here tonight, Dan B, and then we have Handicapped Traveler. Okay, thank you, Dan B. A warranty for your car. Mark, how did you know? That is awesome. I'll text him when the stream is over. I'll put Dan HT Dorsey. There you go. Thank you much, Dan. Another cat. Okay. Let's go back and take a look. We'll make sure we get everything in order. Okay. So Dan B said Kelfler. As I said to Kefler, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not. That was a good guess, Mark. All right, let's take a look at here's the jacket. No, not a cat. Lucy's going to remain an only child. Dan, I know nothing about this group. There's some pulls, but I'll say $6 on it. You missed the Dorseys, darn. $6, Dan, on the Keller, whatever yeah. Okay, Dan would like it. Thank you, Dan. Alrighty. Make a note of this. Dan. Oh, there's 3 E's. K-L-E-E-E-R. K-L-E-E-E-R. Okay. All righty. All right. Let's go through the next group of 20. Can I be a darn cousin? Absolutely. Like reefer, but with K-O. Kilfer. But there's not an F in it, Ron. It's K-E-E-E-E-R. My first thought was killer. K-L-E-E-E-R. Or Keller? Or killer? No. Chris says no. Thanks, Chris, for saying no. What are you talking about, Chris? All right, let's go back to here, folks. All right, let's look at the next 20. Okay. Kid brother. This one's factory sealed. Liz story. Liz is Wyndham Hill. Mike Cross, local cat who did bluegrass, but it was more like, I don't know. I don't know if it's fair to say rock and roll bluegrass, but I'm going to say it. Heart to heart, heart to heart. This is going to be a comp. It is. Terry Baxter, Charlie Rich, David Loggins, Jerry Vale, Percy Faith, Tony Bennett, Ray Conniff, Vicky Carr, Andre Castellanza, Bobby Vinton. Oh, it's all killer now. Loud and clear. Clear? Clear? I guess it could be. Bachman Turner Overdrive. Earl Clue, Late Night Guitar. Who's this image? Oh, it's 2 people with a guitar in their hands. A guitar case. 10cc, I love this car. Not in those phones. Not in love. Just because. That was not on here. It's just a silly face I'm going through. Lionel Richie. Truly. Holy smoke. I love that 10cc cover. I do too. Night Tide, Misty Moods. Let's see if there's a photograph in here. Nope. Darn it. Tough Guys. 3 Tough Guys. Isaac Hayes. Oh, this is a quadraphonic. I should get at least $347. Isaac Hayes. White Knights. Motion picture soundtrack. Who's on here? Oh, Phil Collins, Mary Martin, David Pack. He was with Alan Parsons and Average White Man, if I'm not mistaken. Robert Plant, Roberta Flack, Sandy Stewart, and Nile Rodgers, Ginny Burton, David Foster, Lou Reed, Shaka Khan, and John Hyatt. Atlantic Rhythm section. They look like they were having a blast. Captain and Tennille. Yep, she sang on The Wall by Pink Floyd. Diana Hubbard. I know nothing, but it's got it's factory seal. Let's see what it says. The music of Diana's album is very refreshing. It totally surprised me when I heard the record. Her music is soothing for the head. I love it. Stanley Clarke. Music you have felt but not heard. Okay. You heard it from Stanley. KC and the Sunshine Band. Radio. I love Ray Parker Jr. Look at that microphone. I think it's, yep, got a red mic. Rock on. He was the one that did Ghostbusters. Grover Washington Jr. Arranged and conducted by Bob James. Oh, Gato Barberia. Yep. So that, I think, is Brazilian jazz. Crystal Gayle, Loretta's little sister. And John Parr, P-A-R-R. Okay, I'm going to check the chat now, so if there's any somebody would like to look at. Keller, as in Loud and Keller. It's all clear. Oh boy, loud and clear. I love that 10 sound. Look at that afro. It's all subsonic bass. Dan B is interested in Mystic Moods. When I was in middle school, our band leader, he was also the chorus teacher. He, I think he was Calvin. He wrote a song called Mystic Memories. And thanks, TC. It's the community, folks. Okay. All right, let's take a look at Mystic Moods. Thank you, everyone, for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it greatly. This has a hole punch in it, which tells me it could very well be a promo. Okay, Mark, I'll pull KC. There's a mark, but I don't feel it. Yeah, $6, Dan, if you're interested in. Dan, if you're interested, just put Mystic Moods $6 in the chat. We'll make it happen. I'm going to pull this KC for Mark. We can check that out. We're not far from Duke University. You're going to pass? Okay. Diana Hubbard is a daughter of L. Ron Hubbard. How about that? Mark, there's a fillable mark right here. So on this side too. Sorry, Mark. I'm not going to offer it for sale, even at $1. Sure, TC. You can take Mystic Moves for $6. Absolutely. TC. Now, there was a Mystic Moves last night. Thank you, TC. No, if you need a cover upgrade, Mark, I'd be glad to send it to you at no cost. But yeah. Okay. TC. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Crystal Gale? Absolutely. Let's take a look at Crystal Gale. Did I miss that in the chat? Look at that afro. Okay, great. Crystal Gale, absolutely. Oh, so, Chris, what does Diana Hubbard sound like? Look at that hair. Nico, you want to come out and say hi to everybody? All right, Mark. It looks nice. There's some dust on it. $6 for Crystal Gale if you're interested, Mark. Just put Crystal Gale $6 in the chat. It's okay if you want to pass. You must believe in magic. It reminds me of a Olivia Newton-John song. Have to believe we are magic. Classical, modern, romance. That's her only album. Nico, Dan said hi. There's a Moog synthesizer on here. Okay. All right, let's sneak over here and take another look. All righty. Have to believe we are magic. Music too good for words. A no-speak sampler. Ooh. Pete Haycock, William Orbit, Stuart Copeland, and Wishbone Ash. It's compilation. Donald Byrd, Caricatures. George Benson, Good King Bad. Ray Charles, The Best of Jones C. by S. Laura Nero. This has got a timeless strip. Hey, there's those Becker brothers. They're all over the place. Melba Moore. Pages, Future Street. Huh. I don't know. The Woman in Red. Against All Odds. Glory Gaynor. Natalie Cole. Come on, everybody, let's twist. What is this? Steve Garrett and the Party Twisters. Peter, Paul, and Mary. This is Petula Clark. Murata. Murir. A Taste of the Young Hearts. Oh, that'd be good for Valentine's Day. Well, 20th Century Records, the best of the Drifters. I think if I was in the band, I would object to that costume. Chubby Checker's Greatest Hits. All right. Let's see if there's anything in the chat. Somebody's interested. Mark's going to pass on Crystal Gale. Thank you. All right. Music with no words. Okay, I'm gonna go down in order. Calvin's interested in Donald Byrd. I think it was caricatures. All right, let's flip this around. Here's Donald Byrd. I think this was, I'm not going to say it, but was this the same artist that did that Aerosmith cover? I can't recall. I would have to look that up. Oh, look, it's a promo. It is on the Blue Note label. Calvin was first. What was Calvin first on? Oh, music with no words. Okay, got you, Calvin. Got you there. It has a transistor in the dead wax. So that means it was pressed at Allied. Oh, it looks nice. $10, Calvin, on the Donald Byrd. If you're interested, just put it in the chat. If you want to pass, that's totally okay. Just let me know either way. Handicapped Traveler, Dan would like Ray Charles. The cool thing about this, folks, I can do it for 6 nights. It does not have an inner sleeve, Dan. I can pop one in there. That's no problem. Surface looks nice, and it's flat. $6, Dan, if you're interested in. Just put Ray Charles, $6. If you pass, it's totally okay. Okay. I do see that Calvin would like Donald Byrd. Thank you, Calvin. I appreciate that a bunch. And then Calvin said music with no words. It is a gold stamp promo. Ooh, black inner sleeve. It's IRS. This black vinyl. Oh, there's 4 tracks on side 1. Wow. There's 4 tracks on side 2. Pete Haycock. I don't know that name. Oh, it's got a warp, Calvin. It's got one of those warps that rises up on the edge. So, yeah, Calvin, I don't think it's going to play properly. I don't think it's going to track. I'm sorry, Calvin. Okay. Sorry, Calvin. My curiosity will I'll play it, Calvin, with my curiosity, but it's not looking good. Okay, but I'll let you know. What's on the Laura Nyro? Okay. Let's take a look. Did anybody look at pages to see what their sound is? Will somebody look up pages to see what the sound is? Here's Laura Nyro. Mr. Blue, Rhythm and Blues. My Innocence, Crazy Love, American Dreamer. Spring Blown, The Sweet Sky, Light Pop's Principle, Child in a Universe, and The Nest. Ooh, white label promo. It looks nice, TC. $8 on Laura if you're interested. Oh, late 70s AOR. I think you, Tardis, for looking that up. So if you're interested in TC, just put it in the chat. If you want to pass, that's totally okay. TC's interested. Thank you, TC. Calvin, I got you down for the bird. TC is Laura Nero for 8. Thank you, TC. It's a good day to start collecting. No, I never tell people to collect. It's a good day to appreciate white label promos and how they potentially can sound better. All right, are we? Did I go through everything? I want to make sure I went through everything. Calvin, I think I have 3 more rows to go through, folks. 60 more records. Pages is Fusion, just like it looks. AOR. Oh, hey Kirby. Alrighty. Did I miss anything, folks? Just let me know. Let's go over to the to this one. Oh, you did? I'll have to look them up, Calvin. What's this sound? It's got to be close to what we heard there. Oh, we looked at these. All right, folks. Here we go. 3 more rows, or 3 more groups of 20. All right, the first one is Barbara Mandrell, the best of. George Jones, male vocalist of the year. It's got a shrink and a hype. Final Way 20, and Loretta Lynn. Two's a party. Chet Atkins. Gary Burton Quintet, Whiz Kids. It's on the ECM label. Look at that photograph. I like this view right here. I really do. I might use this for whatnot. Al Jarreau, The Masquerade is Over. Was he the one that had a song? We're called in a Masquerade. David Grusin, Mountain Dance. The Jeff Lorber, Fusion. It's got a car sticker on there. We used to have a store called Car Drugs. Freddie Hubbard. Oh, Freddie Hubbard, High Energy. I think Ron likes Freddie Hubbard. Dana Ross, all the great hits. Oh. The Supremes also on there. Kenny Rogers, the first edition. Hey, look, Peter, Paul, and Mary. The Singers Unlimited with Rob McConnell and Boss Brass. Vocal arrangement by Gene Purlin. It says more jazz, so this could be jazz. I'm not sure. The Charlie Daniels Band, Full Moon. What song's on there? I don't know. Weather Report, Mysterious Traveler. Jocko is not on here. Brooklyn Bridge, Ronnie Millsap. It was almost like a song. Charlie Daniels Band, Me and My Reflection. This is the one that's got The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Noel Ponter, Feel It. And Bob James with Heads. All right. I'm going to sneak over here and see if there's anything in the chat. Oh, Handicapped Traveler is interested in Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. All righty. Oh, that's cool to know. Thank you so much, Chet, Calvin. Hickok was in Climax Blues Band. All right, we're going to start with Conway and Loretta, which is right here. All right, I'm going to change cameras. I am a camera. Looks nice. Generic inner sleeve. Surface looks great. It's on the MCA Rainbow. It looks great. $8, Dan, if you're interested. Just put Conway Twitty, Loretta Lynn, $8. It's okay if you pass. Okay. Calvin's interested in George Jones. Now my broken heart. Here we go, George. Epic. Looks great. It does. It's nice and clean. And it's got a dish on it, Calvin. Yeah. $2, Calvin, if you're interested. It's got a dish on it. It's okay if you pass. You know, I even checked the songs on that Conway and Loretta Lynn. Are they the ones that had Mississippi Woman, Tennessee Man? Okay. Calvin's going to pass. I'm going to play that tomorrow and see how it sounds. Maybe. What's next? Freddie Hubbard. Freddie. There's some wear on here. You can see Hi, stranger. How are you? Dennis Dew, good to see you. What's shaking, my man? Thanks for coming and hanging out. This record has been played, Calvin. This record's loved. I'm going to say VG. $4, Calvin, if you're interested. I'm sorry, not Calvin. Dan, this record's been played. It's $4 if you're interested. There's no marks. I mean, there's some surface marks and pulls, but it's just played. It's been played. Oh, I'm glad you're good. Anyway, $4 if you're interested, Dan. It's okay if you pass. Okay, let's see what's next. Chet Atkins. Street Dreams. The jacket looks nice. Surface looks nice. Needs a bath. Yeah, looks great. $6, Calvin, if you're interested, for the Chet Atkins. $6 for the Chet Atkins. It's totally okay if you pass. Thanks, everybody, for coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate a bunch of. Let's take a look at Bob James. Now my broken heart cries for me each night. Oh, there you go. That's the last one in the tub. Okay. Oh, it's got coins. There's coins on the front. Heads. I get it now. Heads. Okay. It is a gatefold. Bob James, Grover Washington Jr., David Sanborn. Eric Gale is on here. Very cool. There's a whole bunch of other people. Randy Brecker, one of those Brecker brothers. Let's take a look at the vinyl. Calvin, there's a nasty mark on side 2. $1 if you're interested. It's totally okay if you pass. It may just be surface and non-audible, but since I don't know and I haven't priced it, there you go. $1 if you're interested. It's totally okay if you pass. All right, let's see where we are. Okay, so Dan would like Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. Dan, handicap traveler, Conway. And that is $8. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. All righty. There's Dennis too. Hello, you both. Charlie Daniels. Okay. Dan, handicap traveler, like Freddie Hubbard. That was $4. Thank you, sir. Go ahead and put this away. Hey, thanks for stopping by, TC. Good evening. Have a good night. Hey, Lisa, good to see you. All righty. You're going to pass on chat. Okay, that's totally cool. Lisa had a buyback. Are you on Instagram, Lisa? Had a buyback. And I got 6 tubs of records. Last night I went through 1 tub, just showing them, pulling them out if anybody's interested in anything. And that's what we did. So doing it again tonight. Might do it again. No, I can't do it tomorrow night. All right, Calvin. So I show 20 at a time, Lisa. Yeah. Thank you, Lisa. I mean, I looked at every one of them, but I haven't inspected. There's some. Calvin, full moon. There's a pull mark, Calvin. But full moon, $6, Calvin, for the full moon. Yeah, I looked at everything, Lisa, but I have no idea what's in each tub. Let's take a look at this one, Calvin. Southern Million Mile Reflections. Looks I'm trying to get through this as quick as possible. Surface looks great, Calvin. It's flat. $8 for million mile reflections, Calvin. Just let me know. It's okay if you pass. I got that. Got to run. Pass on chat and James. Yeah. Okay, great. So let's go back to the other camera. Calvin, you can chime in whenever you like. Now my broken heart. This is a lot different when I bring you things that's already priced that I've gone through and inspected, and some of it I check. Yeah. Okay, we got 2 more groupings, folks. Starting with this one, Earl Clue, Roberta Flack, Jan and Dean, and it's got some shrink left. Kenny Loggins, David Sanborn, Dan Fogelberg. This is a twofer. Look, Ma, I'm dancing. And then Arms and the Girl. Broadway cast series. Richard Burton, featuring Jonathan Winters, John Carradine, narrating. Oh, okay. So this might be like a book narration. It's gotta be. Walt Disney, A Child's Garden of Verses. 1 hour of nursery rhymes and stories. Holy smoke. Arthur Benetti, Michelangelo. Yeah, it's on the DCC, Deutsche Grammophon. Dances of the Hours. Portrait of John Williams. I don't know if this is the same John Williams or not who did Star Wars and some of the other stuff. But it's CBS Masterworks. This is crazy. Phone Call from God, Jerry Jordan. I don't know anything about this, folks. That's a compilation. I'm going to come back to that because I need to hold it and look at it. Chase. Pointer Sisters. Prove me wrong, folks. Bill Cosby and Beach Boys. I'm going to bring my camera over here. This Deep Ear is a compilation. I've had it before. Crazy cover, but this is a Lost Leader, if you would. But it's got a live Go-Go's track on here. And I think it was before they were signed. It also has the meters on here. Of course, Little Feat, Van Dyke Parks, just to name a few. Richard Betts, Jimmy Cliff, Good Rats, Mike Hooter. I'm not seeing the Go-Go's. I got it confused with another one. So take that back about the Go-Go's. Okay, but it is a 2-disc. Bonnie Raitt's on here. So totally wrong with starting out that way. So it's Warner Brothers Reprise, Capricorn, Bearsville, and Chrysalis. Maria Medora. Okay, gotcha. The meters are on here, which is kind of cool. Yeah. All right, sorry about that. All right. CD band. The Reflections, Passing on the Moon one. Absolutely, Calvin. What's the price of Reflections? What's the price of Reflections? Was that 8, Calvin? Daniels. Okay. Let's see where I am now. Dan B would like The Little Prince. The Little Prince. Well, Dan B was asking about The Little Prince. Let's take a look and see. I wanted that. Oh, you can't see. I'm sorry. What I was going to say is I wanted that Kenny Loggins to be a new wave record. I remember the first time I ever got it, I was like, oh, is this new wave? It's a gatefold. Here's the front. It's a unipack. Generic inner sleeve. Pull mark is like a one groove. It needs a bath. Pull mark on one side, the other side. Dan is dished. It's $1 if you're interested. If you pass, that's totally okay. But it may play okay. Okay, what's next? Jonathan Williams. That's a blast from the past. Oh, it's comedy. Yeah, very cool. Thanks for checking on that, Mark. Robert. Calvin's interested in Beach Boys. All righty. Well, look at there. It's got a timing strip on it. Gold stamp promo right there. It's on Caribou, which was their label. There are several pull marks on here, Calvin. I'm going to grade this VG. CBS. Calvin is dished. I'm sorry. It's $1. It's okay if you pass. I'm sorry, Calvin. There's a lot of stuff I never bring to my sales that are, that are already priced, and that's one of them. That's one of the reasons I don't like to bring dollar records to the sale. Yeah. Hey, Nico, you come say hi to everybody? Yeah, she did. Nico, can we say hi to everybody? Okay, say hi to everybody. Let's get rid of this Calvin. Hello, everybody. Isn't she pretty? Well, she's like, I refuse to look at the camera. There you go. Okay, I'm going to put baby girl down. There she is. So Dan said, Nico, earlier. And Lisa says, there she is. And Brett says, hi, Nico. And Doug says, meow. I think he's trying to say you're hissing. You see the camera there? Yeah. Look at her. She's grabbing hold of my finger. Okay. I'm going to sit you down, okay? You can run and play. Oh, you want me to hold you? I'll be glad to hold you. I'll be glad to hold you, baby. You know I like these moments where I get to hold you. Oh, she's get these moments. She's a cool sweetie. Okay, baby. Oh. Okay. She does not want to get down. What can I do, Nico? Oh, sweetie poo. All right, let's show some records, then we'll get a chance to hang out. Okay. May I sit you down? She is really fighting not to get down. Beautiful girl. Dan B said, hi, Nico. Yeah, he's the one that's got that doggy. She wants one of those CHURU. You're exactly right. Oh, I can't walk over there because I got the cart right there. Nico, everything is blocked. Okay, baby. Let's get on the sofa. There you go, baby. Okay. You get your TREATS before I put you to bed. All right. You know, when she was a little bitty thing, she would lay in my arms and go to sleep. And then when she got much bigger, she didn't want to have anything to do with that. And lately, she's been like, don't put me down. Don't set me down. All right, here's the deep ear. I'm just going to check the condition quickly. So it is on the Warner Brothers. Well, Brett, she may want to show, I can't say it out loud. She knows that word. So you're going to have to get your butt up here and give her one. Dan B, $6 on the deep ear if you're interested. And Dan B would like Little Prince and deep ear. Little Prince Corvette. Okay, Dan would like little. Right there. And Little Prince. I think Little Prince. Tomorrow night. I'm sorry, what'd you say? She said, Brett, do you promise? I think you wanted the Little Prince, Little Dollar. Little Prince. Deep here. $6. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Ooh, 11 people hanging out with me. We got one more. Did I get everything? I think I did. Yeah. Okay. We got one more group to go through. So here we go. All right. Chet Atkins, stay tuned. AIDA. Ada. Booch Gramophone. This is a crazy cover. The most beautiful girl in the world. Look how she's holding the cigarette. And the cigarette's in everything about it. Claude Debussy. Here's another Laura Nyro. A double. Oh, one's got a timing strip. Kenny Loggins. Loggins and Messina. The Three Sons. Dancing on a Cloud. 41 favorites. 41? Oh, it's a medley. Paul Habara. I know nothing about him. Would somebody mind looking him up and see what the sound is? LaRue. A Louisiana Rue. It says capital reissue. Janice. Oh, yeah, so it's Paul Cantor, Grace Slick, and David Fregberg. They were from the Jefferson Airplane. There's Grace Slick. Exception. De Riviera. Aquito. Alvin Crow and the Pleasant Valley Boys. Petula Clark's Story Volume 1. The Kazoo Brothers. And Adrian Gurvitz. Yeah, so there we go. Let's see if there's any request. Let's try Chester again. Oh, he's disco. Thank you, Mark. You know what? I may have had one of his records a while back, and TC chimed in with disco. He left too early. All right, let's take a look at Chet. Nico, there's a cat hair, a dog hair, and it's not yours. All right. All right, Calvin, winner. $6, Calvin, if you're interested in the Chet Atkins. $6. Stay tuned. There's a lot of people on here. See if there's anybody I recognize. George Benson. Jim Horn. Larry Carlton. Jeff Piccaro. Steve Lukather. There's a synthesizer on here. Mark Knopfler. Boots Randolph. There's a bunch more people. That's who I recognize. Last Dance. Oh, is it the last Donna Summer song? Last Dance for Love. Oh, yeah. I used to, so in summer camp, I used to dance. That song was the last song that was played for the dance. And I danced that song many times with Emily Proctor. You guys may know Emily Proctor from CSI, but she's from here. Calvin would like Chet Atkins. Stay tuned. Thank you, Calvin. I'm glad we found a chat for you. I did say 6. Thank you much. Mark Knopfler. I know that was Mark Knopfler, been $100. Okay, great. Hey, let's do a giveaway, folks. We got 12 people that's hanging out with me. Ralph Emery, always call him Chester. Yay. Nico's over here on top of this speaker. I don't even have the computer plugged in to the electricity. Here she is. Nico, say hi. Yep. She loves that little speaker. The most beautiful woman. Yeah. Let's do a giveaway, folks. We've got 12 people in the room. Let's look for a number between 24 and 36. If you'd like to be entered to win. I thought you were talking about Nico. Hold on, Dan. I'll be right back with it. That's her throne. Still need to know the price for the most beautiful woman. That sounds great. Dan, we're going to do the giveaway, then I'll come back. We need a number between 24 and 36. Whoever comes closest without going over will win a prize tonight. Okay? The most beautiful girl. Hey, if you happen to see the most beautiful girl in the world, Ted Strader. It does not have an inner sleeve. It's MGM. It's heavy and strong. Needs a good bath. Needs a bath. I think the value is in this cool cover. I want to say $6, Dan, for the most beautiful girl in the world. $6. All right. I had you when I said Boots Randolph. Very cool. Good luck, everybody. All right. Dan would like the most beautiful girl. Yeah, where's that storm? It's going to come in here and cool down us. I'm not complaining about the heat at all. Boy, that looks creepy. That image over to the right of that guy. Yakety yak. Your father liked that? Very cool. It was, as a kid, we could pick up PBS if the weather was right, and we would watch Benny Hill, I think. And fast forward a few years ago, I was like, hey, that's the Benny Hill theme. He used to crank up on that stereo. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you know why we watch Benny Hill. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brett, I got to tell you about my weekend in Wake Forest. Number 28. Who came closest to 28 without going over? So Wake Forest, Saturday it started. The electricity would go off for 5 seconds, come back on. 8 minutes later, it would do the same thing. And it continued on and on and on and on. And so yesterday, handicapped traveler, congratulations, Dan. You have won a very special gift. And then I left yesterday, and I wasn't even able to use the computer because of that. And ended up unplugging lots of electronics. And then it was probably after I left that the town finally issued a statement. Thank you, Doug. I think Benny Hinn was a religious guy. Oh, okay, gotcha. And so, our electricity didn't come back on about 7:15 tonight, and businesses were closed. The hot dog shop had to find a place to put their hot dogs. It was crazy. It was crazy, and so it was irritating. Electricity would just go on and off. Hey, folks, thank you so much for coming out, hanging out with me. I'll put a link in the chat. Again, tonight, I got those clogged-in records, Dan, Calvin. So yeah, if you like to come hang out for a little while, we're going to hang out a little while. Then I got to put this baby girl to bed, and I got to get out of here myself. And so there we go. Good night, everybody. I will not see you tomorrow night. I'm not sure about Wednesday night, but the cool thing is, the next tub is over there waiting. I pointed that way. Hey, good night, everybody. Okay, everybody, thank you. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Rock and roll, all that cool stuff like that. And I'll talk to you another time. Thank you. Bye-bye. Great night. Good night.